Welcome everybody from the commentary box to this latest F1 World event. So far this season, some of our drivers have made great names for themselves, others need to improve. Can they do it today? We're racing today then at Interlagos, a historic 2.7-mile circuit and one of the few anti-clockwise tracks on the calendar. 15 corners in total, 9 to the left and 6 to the right, with a technical middle section opening up to a flat-out Sector 3. That gives us our best passing opportunity down into Turn 1. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Oscar Piastri lines up on pole position, and it's Charles Leclerc in P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have today's F1 World Challenger: Sainz, Verstappen, Norris, Stroll, Tsunoda, Russell, Ricciardo, Fernando Alonso, Hamilton, Hülkenberg, Albon, Gasly, Sargent, Joe, Bottas, Magnussen and Esteban Ocon lines up at the back of the grid. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today? I know what we've got to do before the start of today's race, but what about our driver? What do the final hours look like for them?
Okay, we're going for the victory today. We're right behind you. Now use DRS now available. Good job, that was the fastest lap of the race so far. Okay, we've been given a time penalty. It will go against our finishing time at the end of the race. Get your head down and let's get it done. Okay, this is your final lap of the race. Okay, well, not what we expected today. Unlucky, we'll do better next time.
And in the end, there was no Verstappen. Max Verstappen, he takes victory.
They had to be decisive with their overtaking today as they worked their way through the field. And those kind of race victories are so enjoyable because it's not just like winning from the front. They really had to work for it today.
Red Bull are our winners today after showcasing some incredible driving. There's been a huge push from them lately to stay competitive with the other teams, and they're certainly proving themselves. It's been a thrilling day of F1 world action, but there are more to come in the future. So follow us and join us once more as these drivers put themselves through the ultimate test. Well, a warm welcome from the commentary box to this F1 World event. What a glorious day this could be for one. "17 corners, 3 straights, 2 DRS zones and the glitz and glamour of Las Vegas as we race around the 3.8 miles of Sin City. The strip has been taken over to become a straight tonight, commanding top speeds of around 212 miles an hour. Our drivers line up then under the neon lights of Las Vegas. This is what they signed up for. This, the most glamorous Formula One race of them all. What an experience. Here we go then, Anthony Davidson. Your car is faster than your opposition's. How do you exploit that and make the best of it?
It's actually a really enjoyable experience. From my experience as a driver, having a better car than anyone around you, it's a joyous thing because it gives you that unfair advantage. So you still have to exploit that as much as you can, but going into any competition, it's not knowing you're in a better position because of your equipment is always a better position than turning up to a race in a car that's not capable of winning.
Here we go then, the formation lap gets underway and the excitement here is building as we near ever closer to the start of the race. Which team will come out on top? Who's got their strategies right for today's race? Well, we'll soon find out. As the cars come back towards the grid to line up for the start of the race, each driver will be wanting to get the best start they possibly can, and they'll be hoping to finish today's race on the podium, and failing that, within the points.
Okay, DRS is now available. Safety car, no overtaking, reduce your pace. Keep your delta number positive as we form up. Right, drop your speed, our delta's too low and we're going to risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately. You might experience some understeer now that you're in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as soon as possible. You've got to give that position back, mate. We're under safety car conditions and you can't overtake. Return the position. You're approaching the Return the position immediately or we're going to get penalised. There's no overtaking during the safety car period. I'm afraid that's our race over. Black flag. We've been black flagged. Drive carefully back into the pits.
And Las Vegas has its winner. And what a special victory that was, taking the checkered flag under the neon lights of Nevada.
It was a joy to watch today, honestly, because
a show-stopping performance. Well, what happened on the track today will surely, no doubt, come back to excite us once more. These drivers competing throughout the season. And welcome from the commentary box to our latest F1 World event. The prize today is victory, but that prize can only be won by one. The ever-tightening turns of 1 and 2 will prove tricky in the slippery conditions here in Shanghai, and anyone that slides wide will lose a lot of time getting back on track. Turn 14 should still be the best place for overtaking, but we'll have to see some improvement in the weather before the drivers can take advantage of that DRS assistance. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. It's Carlos Sainz in pole position, and Max Verstappen lines up alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Norris, Oscar Piastri, Perez, Leclerc, today's F1 World Challenger, Fernando Alonso, Hamilton, Ricciardo, Tsunoda, Stroll, Joe, Magnussen, Bottas, Sargent, Hülkenberg, Gasly, Ocon, and Alex Albon picks up the last spot on the grid. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out then. Let's see who can prevail today. Here we go then, Anthony Davidson. Your car is faster than your opposition's. How do you exploit that and make the best of it?
It's actually a really enjoyable experience. From my experience as a driver, having a better car than anyone around you, it's a joyous thing because it gives you that unfair advantage. So you still have to exploit that as much as you can, but going into any competition, it's not knowing you're in a better position because of your equipment is always a better position than turning up to a race in a car that's not capable of winning.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down. There's been an incident on track, but officials aren't looking to push for a safety car right now. Just be careful. Not the start we were looking for, but it's not over yet. Stay focused. Okay, we've got a notice from race control. They believe you were at fault for that collision and have handed us a 5-second time penalty. mate, you're going to get a bad name for yourself if you carry on like that. Let's keep it clean, come on. DRS now enabled, DRS enabled. Watch out for understeer in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as quickly as you can. Push, push. Nice work, mate. That brings you up a place. afraid you've been given a time penalty for that last incident, mate. Okay, final lap, let's go, final lap. there, well done on hitting the target. Maybe tone down your aggression next time.
It's another victory and a champion's performance from Max Verstappen. Here comes the... So many races, so many stories. Who knows what the next chapter has in store? Anthony Davidson, here's a...
Let's try not to worry about... Okay, we've been given a time penalty. It will go against our finishing time at the end of the race. Get your head down and let's get it done. That's a decent start. Good job. Now use DRS now available.
Another superb Sao Paulo Grand Prix comes to an end then. The face is on. We've got wheel to wheel, we've seen thrills and spills. Who knows what's coming? Welcome along everybody to our latest F1 World event. There might just be a single prize for victory, but there are so many stories up and down the grid as our drivers look to make a name for themselves. Spa-Francorchamps today, a circuit that spans 4.35 miles. There are tons of elevation changes along the way too. 19 corners making up this circuit, with 9 of those to the right and the remaining 10 to the left. This track's a great one for fans of pure speed, and the average lap speed comes close to a whopping 145 miles per hour. And as our drivers line up on the grid, looking into the distance of the hairpin at La Source, they'll all be thinking how to exit that corner and to make their way through Eau Rouge and up Raidillon unscathed without conceding track position. Anthony Davidson, here's a question for one of our drivers on the grid who seem to be operating at a lower level than some of the other drivers here. Is this too much of a challenge for them?
Well, look, Formula One is a challenging environment, and sometimes it does get the better of drivers. We've seen that so many times in the past. But look, you've got a good team of people around you. It's now time, if you're that driver, to pull on that experience of the ones around you and just try and re-energise yourself and work on the weak areas.
Okay, let's try not to worry about being down here at the back. You've got the speed, you've got the car, so just take it easy and the race will come to you. That's a decent start, good job. I'm afraid you've been given a time penalty for that last incident, mate. prioritise clean racing, please. There's no point pushing too hard and then getting into trouble. Okay, DRS is now available. Experience some understeer now that you're in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as soon as possible. Okay, let's try not to worry about being down here at the back. You've got the speed, you've got the car, so just take it easy and the race will come to you. Okay, the start was fine. Let's try and move forward.
Doubted whether they could pull off the win here at Spa-Francorchamps, but they've done so in spectacular style.
Well, it's never easy and...
Welcome then to the podium, our top three drivers. What a great effort from them today in a very difficult race. Well, it's been glory for some, and less so for others. But who knows, the tables might turn next time out. We've got more F1 World action for you today, so welcome along, ladies and gentlemen, and pick your favourite driver to follow. It's one of the shortest laps on the calendar today then, with 7 rights and just 3 lefts, making up the 10 corners of this high-speed circuit. Turn 2 is barely a corner at all. They'll be flat out through there, a left-hand kink into the uphill braking zone of Turn 3. Turns 1, 3 and 4 are all potential opportunities to overtake. Here we go then, Anthony Davidson. Your car is faster than your opposition's. How do you exploit that and make the best of it?
It's actually a really enjoyable experience. From my experience as a driver, having a better car than anyone around you, it's a joyous thing because it gives you that unfair advantage. So you still have to exploit that as much as you can, but going into any competition, it's not knowing you're in a better position because of your equipment is always a better position than turning up to a race in a car that's not capable of winning.
Okay. DRS now enabled. DRS enabled. Watch out for understeer in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as quickly as you can. Push, push. Final lap, push, push. Okay, good work. Great pass. mate. Great stuff on the podium, and you kept it clean as well. I can't ask for more than that.
A fantastic team effort then to secure victory here in the Styrian Alps.
Race victory and fastest lap as well. You can see how much, by the way, that fastest lap mattered to them today. It's a bit like marking your territory, isn't it, Crofty? They're looking for absolute dominance, and this seems to be their mission this year.
Well, I'm thoroughly exhausted after the excitement of that race, but I'm sure it's nothing compared to our drivers here. They've worked hard to make it up there, and it's great to see them make their way onto the podium now. It's not where you start, it's where you finish. So even though it might have been a disappointing start to the season for some, there's plenty of time to rise through the rankings as we continue.
We are nearly ready for the start of today's race, but in the meantime, let's take a look at the grid. It's Carlin in pole position then, and it's Zane Maloney in P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have... Located in the Ardennes countryside, Spa has been hosting races for almost a century, and it's revered by drivers and fans alike. So it's a joy to be here today, as we prepare for the next thrilling instalment of the Formula 2 race calendar. So here we are again, a whopping 3.5 miles of track here at Spa, featuring long straights, some seriously fast corners, and some massive elevation changes. This is a track that routinely delivers high-quality racing, and we'll be hoping to see just that from our young F2 drivers today. Let's look at the grid order for today's race while the cars make their final preparations. It's Carlin in pole position then, and it's Victor Martins in P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Maloney, Bortoletto, Juan Manuel Correa, O'Sullivan, Miney, Crawford, Dirksen, Ollie Behrman, Hajar, Pepe Marti,
Andrea Kimi Antonelli, Franco Colapinto, Barnard,
Hauger, Fittipaldi,
Rafael Villagomez,
Stanek, Verschoor, Aaron, and Amory Cordial completes the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out. So let's get down to the track. Hello one, hello all, and welcome to the commentary box. I'm Alex Jakes, he is Alex Brundle, and we have changeable conditions today. Alex, how does that uncertainty affect the strategy?
Well, uncertainty is what strategy is all about, but it absolves the teams from the responsibility of running both compounds of tyre. They might have to use that wet tyre, of course, and then the question is, where do those crossovers lie between the wet and dry conditions?
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down. position, still looking good. Okay, well done. That's 3 clean laps in a row. Beautiful stuff. Keep it going. Okay, mate, final lap. Keep your concentration and let's bring it home. Ah, what a clean win. Great stuff, mate. That is going to do your progression wonders.
Carlin have pulled off a sublime performance to secure the top step of the podium today.
Have you seen one quite as dominant as that, Jakesy? I'm not sure I have. They led every single lap of that one, lights to flag.
And there you have it, today's winners. Having raised some of the biggest names in F1 to date, Carlin have once again shown their expertise when it comes to recruiting new talent. No doubt today's winners have a bright future ahead of them. They certainly deserve it after today's performance.
Well, what a brilliant day of F1 World action this has been. Following these drivers throughout the season has been an absolute pleasure. So join us again, why don't you, for more action next time.
Welcome to what promises to be a thrilling F1 World Race today. The view from the commentary box is wonderful. I hope the action on track is going to match it. Originally built for motorbikes, but we're here for Formula 2 today. It's a flowing track, it's fast, in a three-pronged shape, 3.3 miles, 16 turns, and just one DRS zone on the long straight. We're looking forward to some overtaking. Let's take a look at the grid positions for today's race. Zach O'Sullivan lines up on pole position, with Ritomo Miata alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Adams, Maloney, Victor Martins, Bortoletto, Crawford, Miney, Hadjar, Andrea Kimi Antonelli, Dirksen, Behrman, Franco Colapinto, Taylor Barnard, Hauger, Verschoor, Pepe Marti, Amory Cordial, Villa Gomez, Stanek, Aaron, and Enzo Fittipaldi completes the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
It is the Formula 2 race. It is time to introduce you to Alex Brundle. I'm Alex Jakes, and we've got changeable weather out there today. That's making for some nervous team personnel down in the paddock, down in the pit lane.
There are going to be some quivering hands on the tyre guns, aren't there, when they tighten up what could easily be the wrong specification of tyre completely for the conditions. It's a gamble out there.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down. That's 3 clean laps in a row. Beautiful stuff. Keep it going. Lap of the race, final lap. Oh mate, you were out there in a class of your own. That was absolutely brilliant.
It's a well-deserved victory for Dams then, after that breathtaking race.
Those fastest laps really count towards the end of the year, you know. The extra points for them start totting up, and that's how these drivers become champions at this level.
Dams, another team with a huge amount of history based right in the heart of motorsport near Le Mans in France, have once again shown their formidable abilities out on the track with yet another win today.
it's been another brilliant F1 World Grand Prix. What a joy it is to follow these drivers throughout the season. So why not join us again next time for more of the same?